Hello. Oh, I've been in the real world today. When I say real world, only thing I've done is gone out and I had a blood test. 8:15 I had this blood test, which was like hen's teeth getting this appointment anyway. So went out and had that done. And it's like the world is just a lunatic asylum. And my hair needs redoing. So I got up with my husband, really. Well, I sort of waited for him to do his thing and then I got up. So I was up from about 6:30 because I wanted to eat loads of breakfast. So I made sure that I had like lots of cereal because since I developed persistent postural perception, which is dizziness, I have problems having my blood taken where it just rises up and I go deaf, and I just then have to put my head between my knees for a while. So it's fainting, but not the Hollywood fainting. So that's the story of my life. I have asthma attacks, but not Hollywood asthma attacks. Not like Your Honour, which is annoying me because 100% if that kid had asthma, he wouldn't have been able to go all the way to the top balcony to watch that guy being sent down. No. Not if his asthma was that bad that he couldn't speak on the telephone on the 999 call. 911 even. Anyway. Not having a Hollywood asthma attack, not having a Hollywood fainting. I didn't faint because I did everything that I needed to do. I don't feel too good anyway, and I knew I wouldn't feel too good because my body always says, what's going on? We've lost some blood, we've lost some blood. My body knows that something's not right. Here he is. It's Simon. Yeah. So 9 o'clock. I'm like walking up Oxford Road, and it's because it's drizzly, it's all misty, people are wearing these masks, it's like Silent Hill, it's so weird, and evidently people were in a weird state of mind. So I did this slow walk up there because I knew that I'd had my blood test, so I wasn't going to be quite right. Oh, the days when I was younger and these things didn't bother me. Walked up there, it's dreary as hell. There's all these because there's these people with these masks on, it's in the open air. These open air mask wearers really annoy me. If it's that bad, wouldn't they be wearing like masks in Chernobyl or something? It's like, ugh, I don't like it. It's just irritating me, all this mask wearing business. And you see, that was the other thing as well, is that I went into the doctor's, and because I wasn't feeling too good, and because the discussion that I'd had with several nurses and the doctor on the phone, they said, yes, you should definitely get the sunflower lanyard and don't wear masks. If you can't breathe and you're having problems, you shouldn't wear a mask. And the receptionist in the doctor started yelling at me because because I wasn't wearing a mask. And I was like, well, I've got my lanyard. And she says, yeah, but have you got a mask? And I'm like, well, no, because I've got my exemption lanyard. So then she was all shirty. So if somebody like that, who is sat there having just taken my name and has got my medical record up in front of her on a computer screen, is having a go at me, it's not like I wasn't wearing the sunflower lanyard, because I was. And she's having a go at me for not wearing a mask. And then made me lather up with loads of hand sanitizer. It's just, I don't like what's going on, and I'm not interested in playing this daft, stupid game anymore, because it's nonsense. It's nonsense. So anyway, had this blood taken, did a slow walk so that I actually got to the post office at 9 o'clock when it opened, did my post, and then there was a brawl in the post office. This is at 9 in the morning. There's a brawl in the post office. I can't deal with it. I just thought, well, and at 9 in the morning, it's going to be great, and I'll go around Poundland and I'll get some bits in, and there won't be like loads of people around, but the people who were around were complete and utter weirdos. Apparently it was, you know, it's the typical thing, some homeless people, but there was two homeless people sat outside, and then when I left, because I was just like, oh no, I'm not. The security guard didn't want anything to do with it. The police were called, but everybody's sort of like standing back from it. So I just left the building. Post office bit was right at the back of this like spa shop. So I don't even know why that had happened. So then I ducked into Poundland, got some bits in there. Then I went into Lidl because I wanted to get some salad, but most of it was rotten. So yet again, I've come back without what I wanted. The tomatoes were all furry and all rotten. And I was looking at the origin of them, and it was like Spain, Netherlands and Italy. So even the ones from the Netherlands were screwy. So all this mileage, they must be sitting for a long time before they get into the UK now. But I did get this, which is what Stephen's captivated with. So this is from Lidl. And they've got several of these, so you could actually get like, you could get 3 of these and have them all lined up like Game of Thrones. But I thought that was really nice. So I'll give that to my husband when he gets back. Or it can just sit and be a focal point for a while. And yeah, then I came out of Lidl and got approached by some more homeless people, so I just walked straight home because it was just like, not even, I just don't want to be in the real world. And I've come back with a couple of bags of an iceberg lettuce and some other lettuce, no tomatoes because they were all disgusting, and no other food. So I just carry on doing what we're doing, eating from the cupboards. So that's been my morning, and now I'm going to do some listing. I'll probably eat some more food so that any wooziness passes. I hate it. There used to be such a strong person with my health, really, and now I'm not. So I've got to have an ultrasound as well on top of this and see what they're saying. And the other thing is she was like, oh, you must make an appointment now for your smear test. So my birthday is in July. I didn't even realise we were 3 years round again. So she says I need to make an appointment now, so that I make sure that I have an appointment because everything is just such a faff at the moment, and they don't have enough appointments to go round. So there we are. And they were painting and decorating the place, so I couldn't get out of the building when I tried to leave because they'd masked off all the sort of like things which you press to get out. So an irritating morning, I suppose. And now I'm going to get on with listing. I did have a fair amount of stuff which I posted because I wrapped it all up last night, obviously, because I had to shoot out. I had to leave at like 7:45 to be there for 8:15. So dinky toys that I sold, a book, some clothing, a really nice top which I was sorry to see go from Bay Trading, which reminded me of the 90s, and I got £30 for that, which I think's fair. I wish that fitted me, but no, it would have been like Busty Brenda's Bollock Bonanza if I'd put that on. But there you go. So, and now I need to get this thing off because it's annoying me. Right, so listing quest continues. I know it's going to be a good day of listing today, of all days. Forward. It's not yours, Stephen. You can't have it. Hello, it's afternoon now. Oh, it's 2:45. Wednesday we're on. Wednesday the 17th of March. That doesn't sound right. I've done my post, I've done a listing, I've done a few things which I've put on, photographs and things, and then I've been sorting my Lego. So that's all I'm doing, and I'm going to show you what I'm sorting through, because I've had a delivery and I'm probably going to clean that and put that together. So I'll show you what we've got. Had a bit of a tidy up of the Lego. My intention today, because I've sorted through my sort of like car bits. These are all car bits and sort of car bases, you know, and doors. Obviously what's there is house windows, and they're going to go in job lots of things. But I've got a lot of these which I need to go through. Which is, I suppose, sitting here doing race cars is quite a good thing to do on the day that you find out that Sabine Smith has died, which I was quite upset about. So all of these ones will refer to sports cars, although that one's a boat. I've got to find the rest of the guy's body so that he doesn't look like the robot in Alien. And then these are race cars as well. So I've got, I mean, that one's a very basic one, but I also need to work out if I've got the minifigures. So it's all led by what I've got minifigures wise. And then I've got a few parts which I need to sort of like back engineer. But thankfully I've got my carpet freed up so that I can actually do things. I've got Technics out as well, because this is the delivery that I've had today. £11.50 I paid for this, but I have paid, I think, £5 or £7 postage, so it's about £20 I've spent on this. They had this in it on the back, upside down, but I knew what it was. I knew that was the moon base, so I'm pretty sure that that set is actually, let me show you on here. So it should be this set here. From what I can see that I've got in all the other parts, I'm hoping that it is going to be this set that I have in here. I was hoping that it was a bit more of some of the other things, but I mean, that's definitely the base for it. But it had I could see these Technic things in the background. I thought that it had the box, but it's just got the lid of the box, which is still okay, and it's got the instructions for it as well. So hopefully I'll be able to pull. I would think I've got the majority of the stuff for that because of the amount of Technics that I've got here. I did run through something yesterday, which I pulled out some spare parts for, but they've bagged them all up. Everything that we've got here is in these bags, which is all very well, but it's dirt. It's maybe bagged up, but it's all dirty. So I've still got to clean it, I think. I can't just launch into it. Although it would have been nice. I like to clean things because it does tend to need a soak. But you see, they haven't sealed any of these bags because it's all spilling out everywhere. So it's, I mean, that one. But what was the point? What is the point in putting it in a self-seal bag but they're not sealing it? Because that's everywhere. So let's see what we've got in here. What on earth is that? Oh yeah, self-seal bag, not sealed. Yeah, these need a wash. So the set itself for this one says that it has 2 of each of them. So that is what I've got. For some reason, I've got a huge guy. I don't know what he's about. So there might be a ambulance or something in here. And then we've got some old figures. Then we've got the hats as well. Looks like we're one short, but I've got most of these things as spares anyway. So this is what I'm going to do now, is just give all this a wash. Obviously not this, because this is a battery box, which is quite useful because that actually goes with that other battery box that I had the other day. This thing that was over here, I've still got them on the coffee table because I haven't tested them yet. So this thing here is actually compatible with that. So as you can see, I've got these cables, which they're quite robust, these, because mine had breaks in them there and it still worked. But I think somewhere on this it fits in, don't know. But anyway, so lots of electrical stuff to look at and lots of stuff to wash. Oh yes, so that panel that I've got there, this one is sealed just because I'm trying to show it to you. That panel there is for an ambulance, which ties in with that, so should be able to get them. I suppose the only irritating thing is they haven't got their backpacks on. They've got one yellow one, so I don't know how many of them I've actually got. Oh no, there's one in there. Yeah, this is I think I bought this from a charity, hence why it's all a bit random. So obviously none of the Technics parts really seem to be there. I've got some of the Technics bits in there, but it doesn't look like there's many of the little screws, and there's normally quite a few of them. I don't know if they've got any of the bars, but again, I have no shortage of spares for the Technic bars, so this should help my tin get to a point where I can actually close it. Yesterday when I did an inventory of something, I thought that I might be able to get to a point where I could close it, but no chance. Yeah, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is wash this, and then I'm going to start working through what cars I've got and finishing things like this. Whoops. Finishing things like this, and then I can get those listed. And that should also take that down a little bit, so I can get that in a Quality Street tub or something. I've got other stuff that's expected in the post, so I need to get this done pretty sharpish so that I can get space to sort through this other stuff that I've got, because I think I've got about 3 to 4 kilos of stuff coming. As you can see, it does need a wash because it's disgusting. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. The solds for this, I'm going to put it on for 50, I think, because it's they seem to sell really quickly, and although I won't have instructions for this and I'll be assembling it with a digital one, I think they are selling for decent money even without, because an empty box for this space set is sold for £30, so I think I can at least get 50, because there's just not that many out there for sale. They seem to just sell through really fast. Friday the something. It's Friday the 19th of March. So today is 1 year of lockdown. Yay! Oh, geez. So I'm fatigued. I'm not. I've been slowly doing things this week, and, you know, I've been just making Lego models, photographing them and putting them on. I've just sort of like been rotating it like that. So I haven't been able to show you most of the stuff which I've, you know, put together. But, you know, go and look on my eBay. They're there. Mind you, they should sell quickly. Although it's just like little cars, and I'm just pulling out the vintage stuff because it's the vintage stuff that I'm interested in. And Stephen, you can get into on the action here as well. So this morning I got up because I knew that UPS were coming, and they've done that number on me again. So it said yesterday that they were coming today between 8 and 1. So I just thought, well, make sure I'm up and ready. I've had no sales day yesterday on eBay, on my eBay business account, but I did have something which they paid, which I have just had to take, which luckily was something really heavy because it was a load of CDs, and I was taking it to UPS. And I say luckily because when I went to just check when the expected delivery was, it said that they delivered it to the convenience store. So they'd done that at 3 o'clock, 3:30 yesterday. Didn't ring the doorbell, which has been mended. The intercom has been mended, and I know this because Hermes have been, and well, Hermes came and I've had a delivery from them. So I've had a few deliveries, but this one, I mean, I did say to the lady, because I know that she was starting to get anxious because I'd bought a load of stuff. She had loads of Lego in 1 kilogram bundles, and I bought a whole load of them because they were £6 each. And I think she was getting a bit like, because obviously you put it all in one box and then Royal Mail start going silly, and I says, we'll use UPS, thinking that they would use my doorbell, which had been mended. And unfortunately they sent it to the shady one, not the one over there, but there you go. So I've collected all that. So I've got to do a good tidy up. So I'll show you what's happening now in the living room, although it doesn't look any different. Things still everywhere. I promise you, I've been going through things. So that is photographed, it's ready to go on. There's various things here. So I've got him that I've done. There's a police van there. And this Octane thing here. It's supposed to have 2 white things like that, but I have got another red one, which is looks like a grooved brick. So I was thinking I might just put 2 grooved bricks there. But this is what I've just collected. So as you can see, thankfully, I mean, I took the trolley because I knew it was going to be like this. I knew it was going to be really heavy, so I just pushed that thing down, and I took a load of shoelaces so I could pull it along the street. I'm not quite sure how heavy that is, so I've got to go through all that. I'm hoping that it's really good vintage stuff. This is why one of the reasons I've been holding back off this is because I know it's got vintage stuff, and I'm hoping it's got the right colours of that in there. So this is what I'm. This is the set that you saw me going through the other day. Oh look, I've got another little car there. So that one needs photographing. It looks very similar to that other one, but it isn't. It's different. So this is what I was looking at with that thing. Now I've got randomly like flagpole antennae I'm missing. Really silly little bits. I've got this set which I didn't have some of the things for, and I know that this has got the balloon wheels that I'm after, which I'm missing. And additionally, although I had some spares of these, a number of them are broken, so that's another reason why I'm thinking of raiding that, because it's got them in blue. And like I say, this is a 40 quid set, so not complete, but I'm getting there. And then these 2 were complete, so I've got that one there, which I've got all the pieces for. I think my husband's going to put these together because I absolutely despise Technics. I've got some batteries there for this because that needs testing, and this one has got all the pieces in, but there is like a drive belt rubber band, which I'm not sure if the ones that I've got on my spares are big enough, so that's waiting. But I think I am going to have to do a fair amount of clearing of this stuff, although I'm tempted to just actually get that in the bath and start washing it. But I think my priority today will be to just go through this. These are the vintage minifigures that I've got, which I believe I should have cars for. They're not vintage, but I've run out of the workman that goes with it, and I haven't got that many plain tops, so I need to see where I am with that. But then it may well be the case that I'm just going to bag up what I've got, put it aside, and then see what I've got in there, because this is vintage, and I suspect a lot of the spares that I need will be in this, because a lot of the job lots that I've picked up have completed a lot of the sets which I've had previously, which I haven't done. And it's not looking so bad here. I know it does look bad, because this is all stuff I'm working my way through, because I just keep making sets and either slinging them there where I photograph them, or slinging them in here and then not dealing with them. So I'm just sort of like, I'm listing about 15 a day. I've got a bunch of instructions as well. This is the things that Hermes sent. So I'm thinking that some of these may be in that set. I've got most of the stuff for this, except the other wing. So I need a right hand wing for that. But yeah, a fair amount of decent things. My only problem that I've got with these things here, which are race cars, is that I've got everything for the race cars, but I haven't got the drivers. So again, another reason why I need to crack that box open. As ever, plenty to do. I think I've got 2 Hagrid's huts as well in there. I think I've got the Series 2 and the Series 1 Hagrid hut. I know I've got a Series 1 Hagrid hut because, well, I'll show you. I knew it was only here. I've got a few little sundry bits which need to go in this. But I know that this is Hagrid's hut because when they originally started doing it, they had a paper surround which is sort of like hooked in. So I know I've got the majority of those bits in there, and that was actually something that I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be ordering the spare parts off Lego.com, but then they stopped doing their pick and mix because of COVID. Whatever, what a stupid reason. So yeah, I've got all these like little niggly little things that I need to do, which just take up time, but I'll just crack on with it because it's the only thing that I can do, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna do what I can do today, do a few more little cars, whatever's complete, photograph them, whatever's got like 1 or 2 pieces missing, put them in a box, put them aside, get everything up off the floor and have a hoover and a mop, because I think it'd probably be best if I just clean before I get all that on the floor. But like I say, I may well start the bit where it goes in the bath anyway. I don't know. It's hard to do because I'm eager to sort of get in and get on with it because I enjoy doing it. But then there's also like, it would be nice just to have a weekend where I haven't got Lego on the carpet. that's the problem. But my husband has got, he's got quite a bad pulled muscle at the minute, which is an old work injury, thanks to the rail industry. So I don't think he's going to be wanting to like dance excessively on the Nintendo Wii this weekend. So I don't think it really matters, but it does matter that I clean up because it's dirty in here. And there's another Lego parcel in the post as well, but that's a simple one because I know where all that is. It's all bagged up. Yeah, so sales haven't been like massively, well, they've been okay, because I've had like, 5 or 8 sales a day, which is kind of what I expect. But yesterday there was nothing, and I've been consistently listing, and the weeks that I haven't been consistently listing, I've had like decent sales too. So what is the logic behind it? And the other thing I need to do is start on my balcony. So it might be that I put all my Lego away and I don't list anything anyway, because I need to do the balcony before the weather really kicks up really good, and I can't clean it because the people on the floors below me will complain. So yeah, thank you for watching, and sorry that it's been a bit fragmented this week. It's always fragmented though, isn't it? There's not really like a massive focus with my vlogs. I started vlogging because I just wanted a focus during lockdown, and I don't know, I have some weeks where I'm just absolutely exhausted with it, and I think it's just because it's the same day over and over again, and it just becomes a bit frustrating, as I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you'd like to subscribe, please do, because you know this is a popularity contest, and it'll make Simon and Stephen very happy. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. Drinking more coffee.